Hey everybody, welcome to another Foosh video review. Today we're taking a look at the new Transformers Combiner Wars Legends Class Rodimus figure. And oh god, what a mixed bag this figure is, because man, a new updated Hot Rod or Rodimus is something we've been screaming at Hasbro for a long time now. Ever since the More Than Meets the Eye comic debuted a few years ago. I mean, we've gotten the new Ultra Magnus, we've seen Swerve, we've seen Brainstorm, and just a ton of characters from the comic, but we have not gotten an updated Rodimus until now, and this isn't quite what we were after. But more on that in just a few minutes. This is his packaging, standard Legends class packaging. Evidently he is part of a combiner. It looks like he's part of that Autobot combiner that's made up of Wheeljack and Ironhide and Sunstreaker and Prowl and that white Optimus Prime. It's not a combiner I'm personally familiar with. I guess it's called Optimus Maximus. So I guess maybe we'll be taking a look at that in the future. And then on the back here, his bio just reads, Brash Warrior has the makings of a skilled commander and honorable leader. So, I mean, there's the G1 description, and very extremely brief description of his G1 characterization, but there we go anyway. So hang on a second, I'm going to get this guy removed from his packaging, and we're going to see what this new Rodimus offering actually has to offer us. Sit tight. Here is Rodimus out of the packaging and in his robot mode. And, I mean, I guess he kind of, sort of looks like Rodimus, or Hot Rod, or however you want to call him, based just on the colors alone. Even though the colors have been a long time point of contention for people, because he was more of a magenta in the original Transformers movie. But in toys, he's always been this kind of brick red, blood red color. But I guess the biggest issue here, for me, I mean, as a figure, in terms of just the mold itself, like, this is a totally fine, decent Legends class figure. It's probably one of the better ones we've seen in a while, actually. But it's just not characteristic of Rodimus. You know, one of Rodimus's most distinctive features, of course, are the flames on his chest. And instead of flames on his chest here, we get the blue window, and then the flames are basically on his butt. So, I mean, he's kind of a hot pants, nanny boo-boo kind of thing here. So it's just bothersome. And I really just don't get why this is Rodimus. Why? I mean, they gave him a new head sculpt. Let's see if I can get a close-up on that. That looks totally good. It's a decent head sculpt. It looks like Rodimus. It looks like him. But in terms of, like, the combiner team and why this had to be Rodimus, I have no idea. Because, I mean, why couldn't it have just been Cliff Jumper or Wind Charger? I mean, we did see both of those released not too long ago in the Legends class line. I mean, here's Cliff Jumper, so, I mean, I guess maybe that's why this couldn't be Cliff Jumper. Because when you look at the combiner team he's a part of, I mean, the limbs are made up of Wheeljack, Sunstreaker, Prowl, and Ironhide. And those are all Season 1 classic Transformers characters. And then, for some reason, the chest piece on the combiner is Rodimus. It just, I mean, there's a lot of things about it that don't kind of add up for me. So I just feel like maybe they just needed a name in order to sell this particular figure, because, I mean, it is probably the least essential part of the combiner. You can make do without it. So I don't know. But I guess maybe I'm in the minority here with being dissatisfied, because this figure is kind of hard to find at the moment. He's disappearing from store shelves pretty quickly, and Amazon can't keep him in stock. So maybe I am in the minority. Anyway, let's get a look at his articulation, and he's got, you know, it's kind of finicky, and this wheel here in the back kind of gets in the way of his shoulders. So, I mean, his arms have an okay, decent range of motion. The plastic is kind of soft here, and so it just feels like everything feels more delicate than it probably is. Legs have a decent range of motion. You can get a nice high kick out of him, and he's got full range of motion in his knees. So he is posable. Hips are good. There's no waist twist or anything. His head can turn. It feels like there might be a ball joint, but he can't really look up or down either. So for accessories, he comes with this kind of axe thing. And before I forget to mention it, Rodimus here is a repaint. He's a repaint of the Stunticon, the new Stunticon character that was just released. That serves kind of the same purpose on the Combiner team. I've got him right here in my hand. He's Blackjack. I'm just transforming him really quick because I had him in vehicle mode. I just took him. I just removed him from my completed Menasor. So they're repaints of each other. Or Rodimus is a repaint of Blackjack, rather. And Blackjack is even harder to come by than Rodimus, because I guess people want Blackjack in order to compete Menasor. And he also comes with the same axe. Blackjack's is just purple. But, you know, that's it. And just as a repaint of this figure, Rodimus seems like such a random choice to me. So, I mean, I'm hopeful, though. Hopefully this isn't the only Rodimus figure we're going to get. Because I figure that characters like Thundercracker and Skywarp and Starscream were all just recently released in the Legends line too, and now the three of them are also all getting leader class figures. I mean, Megatron got a Legends and a leader, Optimus Prime got a Legends, a Voyager, and a leader. So I'm hoping that Rodimus is a substantial enough character by Hasbro standards that we see another version of him released sooner rather than later. Because I would like to see a nice, more than meets the eye accurate version of him released, so he can go toe-to-toe with Whirl and Ultra Magnus and Brainstorm and Swerve and the whole crew. So anyway, enough harping about how this is the wrong version and all. Let's get him transformed. Pretty easy Legends class transformation. His legs snap together like so. You can flip his arms around like that. And then this whole piece just kind of raises up, and then this flips down and around, and that basically becomes the car. And then you just flip his shoulders up and tuck his arms in. Flip his shoulders up, tuck his arms in, and that's basically Hot Rod. And then this weapon thing can attach to the back. So I mean, while the robot mode left a lot to be desired, this vehicle mode kind of looks a lot like Hot Rod, especially with this thing in place. It looks like the spoiler. So, I mean, I don't... God, I have such mixed feelings about this figure. On one hand, like, I just want to hate it for not being what I want it to be. On the other hand, I think it's kind of okay sometimes. I mean, even the flames look good. I mean, he's missing the signature Autobot sigil right there, but that's one Repro label sticker away from being perfect. So I'm having a really hard time hating this as much as I want to. Now I want to test something out here that I haven't tried yet. I'm going to see how he looks as part of Menasor's chest here. Hold on just a second. Well, the good news is he fits, and it really doesn't look that bad as part of Menasor's chest. The bad news is that he doesn't really fit on any better than Blackjack did. It feels like he's just barely on there by like a thread. Slight his motion and he's going to fall right out of place. So like, I almost like this better than Blackjack, to be honest, which is strange. So like, I may keep him as Menasor's chess piece, because I don't know if I'm going to be building the Autobot Combiner. Yeah, if you can't find a Blackjack but you can find Rodimus, this works okay. So yeah, that is Legends class Rodimus. So let us know what you think about this figure. Are you as annoyed by it as I am? Again, I can't even decide if I'm annoyed or not. It's like I want to be annoyed. I'm trying to make myself annoyed with it because I want either a deluxe class or a Voyager class Rodimus. So hopefully we do get one of those someday soon. So let us know what you think. Leave a comment below. Check us out on our message boards or social media, and we will see you again with more Foosh video reviews real soon. Thanks once again.